Are you an Aussie like me who's been looking at the new Good and the Beautiful math curriculum with Simply Math 2 and wondering if you can use it for your homeschool? I can tell you that you can, and I'm going to show you what I've done to make it suitable for my homeschool. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly where in the curriculum you might find an issue with units of measurement and show you that it's really not an issue because everything we need is covered. I'm also going to show you how I created my own Simply Math 2 Manipulatives Box. And I'm going to run you through a lesson that I did with my 6.5-year-old. We've done a few lessons so far and she's loving it. Please excuse the fact that I haven't done my nails. I know that you'll see them and you'll cringe, and that's okay because nobody's perfect. We're keeping it real, keeping it fun. So I do like how they teach both the Fahrenheit and Celsius in the temperatures of the thermometer. So I think it will probably be handy because, again, watching a lot of American TV, they'll talk about the degrees, like, oh, it's 100 degrees. Whereas in Australia, that's boiling, that's death. When it comes to measuring weight, they use both pounds and kilograms, which is really awesome, as well as ounces and tons and grams. And we've got litres and milliliters for measuring liquids, gallons, quarts, pints and cups. We've also got measurement in centimetres, metres and kilometres. So all up, I think it's pretty comprehensive for everything that we need in the Australian curriculum. You can supplement things if you don't feel like it's enough. There's plenty of other Australian resources that could very beautifully supplement this. These are some math supplements that I just have on hand. The blue ones I haven't actually used yet, haven't needed to, but targeting maths is definitely a favourite. But it's nowhere near as fun and beautiful as Simply Good and the Beautiful Math 2. As you know, it comes with the Manipulatives Box that you can buy from the Good and the Beautiful on their website. But sometimes we can't afford that. And I can't afford that. So I got creative and made my own Manipulatives Box from either stuff that I had around the house or I did invest in little things that I didn't already have. And I got creative and made my own things. It can give you an idea of some stuff that you can get creative with at your place to save some money. So this is how I've put the Simply Math 2 box together. So I just had this box lying around. It's pretty, it's got lavender all over it. It's made out of a really hard cardboard, I think. It's quite durable. And inside, this is how I've organised it. So I've got 2 jars. One has been delabelled better than the other. One jar has American US currency in it, and then the other jar has the Australian currency in it. Except for the bills for the US currency, they're a tad too big to fit in there, but they fit nicely just tucked in the corner there. So the reason I got both US dollar and Australian dollar is because in some lessons in the Simply Good and the Beautiful Math 2 course book, you have to use the American currency, and that's totally fine because they watch a lot of American TV, so when they talk about dimes and quarters and nickels and half dollars, they'll know what they're talking about, probably more so than some of us grown-ups. Okay, so also in the box we have a watch. So we know that the original box has the clock on the top, which is pretty awesome, but I didn't know how to replicate that because I'm not that clever. But we have a watch lying around and it's pretty easy to maneuver. You just gotta pull that out. So this used to be my husband's, so it's got this fishing related Jarvis Walker. Twisty, twisty, twisty. And my 6.5-year-old can twist the little lever to figure out what the time is and put the time on. And that lives in there. And then we have the dice, the fraction dice. I'm yet to actually use them in the lessons yet, but so there's a template that's on the Good and the Beautiful website. I downloaded it and had a look at it, and then I just kind of copied them as best I could. So again, not perfect, but it will do. And then we have this little container, which has our other little bits and bobs. So these are our tokens that I made using Canva, a printer, a laminator, and scissors. So as we know, we need a rocket, a biplane, a jet plane, and a helicopter. I printed them twice, glued them together, chopped them, laminated them, and then chopped them again. And I had these little clippy things lying around. So I thought that to give it that metallic feel that I think that the creators were going for, I decided to clip them on there, and it kind of helps to get that metallic-y sort of feel. So I also printed out and glued and laminated the logic stars and the numbers, so you can get the template online on the Good and the Beautiful website for these. So I definitely used the template for these ones. And again, I tried to print them out in A4 and they came out way too big, but I printed them out in letter and they came out perfect. I opened up the math book to make sure that they actually like fit in the squares, and they do. So I'm very, very happy about that. I do wish that we could have made them a bit thicker, because just like the creators of the original ones, they're made of wood, so they're thicker and easier to grab, so they're not quite as thick as I'd like them to be, but beggars can't be choosers. Oh, and of course we have the dice. I had one of these lying around because all homes seem to have one of these, but I'm sure you can get them on eBay or Amazon if you don't have one. No, I did not have a 10-sided dice lying around, so I got these on eBay. I think I got like 10 for about $10. And we make sure we keep a eraser in the box because accidents happen, because we're human and that's okay. And having the rubber eraser, whatever you want to call it, in the box is very handy, as well as the lead pencil, but it is missing. So I will have to find the lead pencil and put it back in there. So now I'm going to show you a lesson that I did with my daughter, where we used the rocket ship token as well as the Australian currency. You could have used the American currency, which is what they asked for, but I can show you that's very interchangeable. You don't have to use the American currency if you don't want to. I like the idea of having both options. Enjoy the show. So first we're going to start with some skip counting. So can you please skip count by 50s from 50 to 300? So start with 50.
50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300.
Yay! Very good. Now can you count backwards by 50s from 300 back to 50?
300, 250, 100, 100,
not quite.
150,
Try again. Go back to
300,
Yep.
250, 200, 150, 100, 50!
Yay! Good job. All right. So today we're going to be learning about tally marks. Do you know what a tally mark is?
Those.
Yeah, those things. Okay. So here I'm just reading the instructions of the lesson. We shall need to use her notes and coins to make dollar amounts in the least amount of notes and coins possible. All right, now we're going to play a little game. Can you find, where's your rocket ship? Awesome. All right.
Coming in for landing.
So we're going to play a little game. It says travel to the moon. All right. Rocket ship needs to go to the bottom right of the page. There we go. All right. So your job is to work out all of these and then do the same thing that you did over here, counting the tallies and then making the same amount in notes and coins.
So pretty good.
Yeah, but they're a lot bigger. And then once you finish one, the rocket ship has to move up and then move up until it reaches the moon. But if you get it wrong, you've got to go down again.
But what if I get wrong there?
You need to stay there. But I don't think you're going to get it wrong. So you just think that. I think you do that. What do we got?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 32!
32! Okay, how are we going to make 32 with the money?
First, get a 20, then we'll get a 10, and then add a 2.
Awesome. Very good.
20, 10, 2.
That's perfect. That's exactly what you needed to do. $32. Well done. I didn't have to tell you to do that. You knew what to do. All right.
You told me here.
Very good. All right. What's next? You can use your finger to count the
I'm
calories.
pretty sure this one is what I think it is.
What is it?
But 50.
Oh, you need to count it with your finger to make sure it's right. No, get your finger like this.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Pretty close.
Close, but that could have been devastating if you got that wrong. 40. Very good.
Just like 2
$20.
plus. If 2 plus 2 equals 4, then 20 plus 20 equals 40.
Perfect. You are very good at working out your math. All right, what do we do with the rocket now? You take it away? Ooh, I like a big one. Oh, you sound like one of those machines that Sheldon was playing with on Big Bang Theory. I forget what it's called. Anyway, chop chop. This is one.
No.
Maybe.
My friends aren't here yet.
They're probably hiding from the rain.
The rain stopped. They should be here yet.
Don't know. Okay.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Whoa, you went too fast. Your finger didn't catch up with your mouth. Try again. Your finger has to work as hard as your mouth.
I can't stop giggling.
You're fine.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 80, 85, 90. This time around she picked up a few too many notes and I had to teach her how to do it right. Putting the smaller combinations of notes together to make the larger notes. And then she had to do it again because she had to go back down. And then we had an incident where our camera went smash on the floor, which was hilarious. And then we continued our way up the ladder of the game. And she chit-chatted and it took a long time. But she had tons of fun. So that's it. I hope you found this video helpful. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you have any ideas or suggestions of other stuff that you'd like me to show for you, let me know in the comments. See you again next time.